There are a lot of complaints about young people these days. It's a tale as old as time. Oh, wait, am I supposed to sing Beauty and the Beast now? Anyhow, older people like me, we complain about young slackers in the up-and-coming generation, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cite a columnist who's going to do it for me. There's a great new op-ed by Zachary Marschall. It's titled Gen Z is Shaping Itself into the Wasted Generation. Dr. Marschall says in the column that Gen Z is indeed charting a future of mediocrity. The author doesn't totally blame young people. The administrators and professors in academia are lowering standards and not holding Gen Z accountable for their failures. So let's bring in Dr. Zachary Marschall for more on his opinion piece. Dr. Marschall, great to see you. Here's the good news. Gen Z is probably sleeping at this hour, so we don't need to worry about their reaction. What do you think? Is Gen Z lost to mediocrity?
Yes, I think that Gen Z has had an experience over the last 5 years, both been inflicted on them as a result of COVID, and also what they're doing to themselves by settling for less in every aspect of life. So I think this is going to be a lifelong pattern we're seeing with Gen Z. But I hope that, some individuals within that cohort, can defy their generation and strive to be the best persons they can be, like all Americans before them were taught to do and, collectively have done now for decades.
Okay, so that's relatively depressing because you said a lifelong pattern. I was going to ask you, how does Gen Z get out of this mess? But you're saying that this could be, in essence, generational to the point where they may not be able to get out of it because of what? All the forces that are working against them, plus them themselves?
Yes, but part of what motivated me to write this op-ed was to put a label to what we're seeing with this generation. We have the greatest generation, we have the lost generation, we have the me generation. Every generation in America is defined by some formative experience and how they react to those things in their youth. And I think Gen Z is no different there. They are choosing in college and in high school to bully their teachers and administrators to give them higher grades and less homework. They don't want to take tests when they're feeling traumatized by the news. They feel entitled, as we've seen at New School, as we've seen at New York University and at Stanford University, to say, oh, we should all get A's because that is equity and that is social justice. So when you go out into the workforce after being coddled by administrators who enable that entitlement, you're never going to have it in you to rise to the occasion, to learn and experience failure, because that is a part of success. So these are all things that in past generations led to American ingenuity, led to great inventors and military heroes and statesmen. It's an inner drive and an inner quality that we're not seeing within Gen Z collectively, and a lot of that has to do with what education officials did to them during COVID.
Yeah, you mentioned past generations, and so, not to let Gen Z off the hook here, but I mean, go to the millennials and of course Gen X and then baby boomers, and then, you can make the case that this has been going sideways for a very long time, and Gen Z is in essence kind of, now I don't want to call it the victim, because that's the last thing we want to call them. We don't want to have them have a victim mentality, but at the same time, there is some of this idea that this has been passed on through the generations.
Yeah, I think it's a complex issue. So I'm part of the Millennial Generation, and when I graduated college and got my first job, the news was talking about how millennials were disrupting the office and workforce. That's kind of different than what's happening with Gen Z, though, because with millennials, it was about working smarter, not harder. It's about adapting to new technology and social circumstances. Never once did we see with millennials settling for mediocrity or championing for their own mediocrity through what we're seeing in higher education. So it's a fundamental attitude shift.
30 seconds or so, but what about the masculinity issue? That seems to be a very important one going forward in this generation. If we're going to start to lose, kind of like the strong men that need to be leaders, that's going to be majorly problematic for society going forward. I got about 20 seconds or so.
I don't want to be completely pessimistic. Yes, we are losing it, and it's affecting how young men compose themselves in schools and in the workforce. But I am an adjunct professor. I have taught for years, and the best students I've ever had, the ones who are the most motivated, are the soldiers currently in the military. So not all hope is lost. We just have to find a way to take what's happening in the military and then see if we can replicate that in society across the board.
Dr. Zachary Marschall, really appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you.